Hello everyone. Today I want to share a simple but profound question with you. What is the purpose of the things we do every day? At first glance, the answer seems very clear. The purpose of education is to understand how society functions and to make a living. The purpose of language is to communicate and stay connected with others. The purpose of life is to live healthier and pursue happiness and success. And the purpose of relationships is to support and be with one another. When we look at it this way, purpose seems straightforward, even positive, yeah? And yet, if purpose is always so positive, why do we often end up in conflict, disappointment, and regret? Expectation versus reality. Let me tell you a short story. There was a young student named Arav. He worked hard, studied day and night, and believed that education will surely secure him a prestigious job. But when the result did not meet his expectations, he felt cheated by life. Now, education itself was not the problem. Its purpose was still good, but Arav's suffering came because he was attached to the outcome. And here, the Bhagavad Gita gives us a timeless reminder. Krishna says in chapter 2, verse 47, "You have the right to perform your duty, but you are not entitled to the fruits of action. Never consider yourself the cause of the results, and never be attached to not doing your duty." The message is clear. Focus on your action, not on clinging to results. When emotions take over. Here is another story. Meera, a mother, worked tirelessly to keep her family together. Her purpose was simple: love and support. One day, her teenage son, in anger, accused her of being controlling. Shocked and hurt, she reacted instantly and said words she later regretted. Her purpose had not changed, but in that heated moment, her mind was unprepared and negative emotions took over. The Gita reminds us in chapter 6, verse 5, "Let a person lift themselves by their own mind and not degrade themselves. For the mind can be the friend, and the mind can also be the enemy." When you master your mind, it becomes your best friend. When you lose control, it becomes your worst enemy. Why we suffer? The truth is, purpose itself is rarely the problem. Almost every purpose, education, language, life, relationships, points toward growth, health, and love. What unsettles us is the gap between our expectations and reality. We expect smooth roads, but life brings bumps. And when those bumps appear, our unprepared mind stumbles. Krishna explains in chapter 3, verse 56, "One who is not disturbed by happiness and distress and is steady in both is certainly eligible for liberation." In other words, a wise person learns to stay calm amidst life's ups and downs, moving beyond regret. So, how do we bridge this gap between purpose and regret? The answer is preparation of the mind. First, awareness. Remind yourself that outcome may not match your plan, and that is natural. Second, pause before reacting. A breath or a moment of silence can prevent a lifetime of regret. Third, Reframe challenges. Instead of seeing setbacks as failures, see it as feedback. There is a story of Rohit, a businessman who lost a major client. At first, he was devastated, but instead of reacting in anger, he paused, reassessed, and discovered new opportunities. What seemed like a crushing loss became a turning point. The Gita in chapter 2 verse 14 gives us this wisdom. O son of Kunti, the non-permanent appearance of success and distress is like the appearance of winter and summer. They come and go, and one must learn to tolerate them without being disturbed. Rohit endures his winter season, and because he did not break down, he discovered the spring that followed. Closing thoughts. Friends, the purpose of life is always positive: growth, health, love, connection. But when we cling to imagined outcomes, we open the door to anger, hurt, and regret. The Bhagavad Gita guides us with timeless lessons. Do your duty, but let go of attachment to results. Make your mind your ally, not your enemy. Stay steady in both success and failure. If we can live this way, then we not only reduce regrets, but also rediscover the beauty of our original purpose. Life was never meant to be a perfect script. It was meant to be an evolving story, guided by wisdom, strengthened by awareness, and brightened by purpose. Thank you.